Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I am JT O'Sullivan. Today, Tyson, Bagent, another win for the Bears, this time on prime time. Fired up for this. Let's get it going. Welcome to the QB School. So before we dive into the video, a quick reminder about the Quarterback School Patreon community. This group is the foundation, the bedrock of this channel. Not only is it a great way to support the channel, but you get even more Quarterback School content. So if you're wondering where certain games are, you're wondering why I haven't done certain players every single week, they're probably over on the Quarterback School Patreon community. Hop over there, join, become a member, support the channel. I appreciate it. As for this video, let's get into it. Tyson, Bagent, the Bears find a way to win. Nationally televised Thursday night, prime time. Got to take care of the ball, Bears. Got to take care of the ball. That's all I heard. That's all I heard post game. First third down of the game. Turnover worthy play, interceptable, bad football, lucky. Not great, Bob. So what the hell is going on here? Okay, your boy 85 in the slot right here. He is running what I'm going to call the slot out. It is almost always universally paired with a must outside release go. Now the reason you must outside release go this thing is so that the corner who is rolled up in a cloud technique, he's got the flat, has to engage and turn his back so he's facing the sideline. Now, in that world, you oftentimes want to slow down or not run out of this thing. You want to like settle up right here. That's the only time you ever throw that. You never throw this ball. Okay? Very rarely do I speak in always and never. You never throw this ball and out into a corner like this. If anything, you can settle him up. Okay, so that's the flat defender right here in cloud technique. That's the first kind of major red flag on the play. The second red flag on the play is the curl defender here, middle field open. He is sitting all over your boy 85. Okay, now we can have an in-depth conversation if you want, if you really care. But the reason he's able to sit on this is because this cat, in my opinion, is not a vertical threat to run down the field. He also takes forever at the top of this thing to out of this thing. So not only is the corner going to blow it up in the cloud in the flat, but the curl is going to undercut it. Okay, so let that sink in. So it was a great win. And we're going to talk about how great of a win it is and what great story it is. But the film is the film. Out into corner. So the read part of it into the cloud corner, that's on the quarterback. Not great. The getting undercut and no speed by the guy who's in the slot running the out, that's on the coaches and the personnel. Okay, the film is the film. Let it wash over you. Watch the must outside release. So there corner turns. We're throwing that thing into a cloud corner. It should be picked by the corner. The only reason it's not picked is because the curl defender tips it. So it goes off two defenders on the first third down of the game. All to force feed 85. Okay, now you can come at me sideways if you want. You can totally disagree. And I'm fine with that. The film is the film. This is the first third down of the game where all you're trying to do is protect the ball to win. Tip. Get lucky. Next one, 3rd and 3, bottom of the screen. What I'm going to call a stop route. To Moore, SkyMail. Okay, now not only is it a poor throw as far as the accuracy, but there is no anticipation. And I'm not saying that it's easy. Okay, let's make sure we're really clear with that. It's not easy to play with anticipation and accuracy. But at some point, okay, this has to show up in this offense. So this, what I'm going to call this 9-stop or stop route, this is supposed to look like a vertical, run it hard, put your foot in the ground, and the key part of this is at the top. You come right back down your stem so that the quarterback can, guess what? Anticipate. I'm not going to put it over there. Anticipate. Okay, just give me a little baby A. Any A, the smallest font. A. I want to see it in this offense. It's hard. And we're skymailing it. It's not close to being completed. The ball should be thrown at the top of the drop. So right, throw. Now he goes to throw it. He separates right there, but you can already see Moore down here turning his head. And SkyMail. Okay, you might think, oh, that's not really open. This is open in the NFL. 3rd down, 3rd and 3, free access to your number 1. Everybody tells me he's a number one. Carolina, Ejiro doesn't think he's a number one. Other thing I would pay attention to, and this is coming from a guy who's a bad body language guy. Okay, I admit, and I know that I was a bad body language guy. 2's body language in this game is rough, and rightfully so, if I'm being honest. Next one here, double move, little naked keeper. We're going to take a shot down the field. It's actually a decent throw. For me, when I watch film like this, I think, for who, for what? Just set your feet. You can be really comfortable throwing on the run. You can do all of that stuff. But if we're going to go double move up top, so we're coming across and chopping here. We're having the sell and we're coming out. We're going to run a double move up top. So this little like come back and go, stutter and go. Well, when there's nobody out here, it's not against the rules to just settle up, reset your base, and give us a good throw. Because this is not a terrible throw, but it's just out of reach. And again, I say on this channel a lot, and you might philosophically disagree, but I think the best throw on these deep balls, you have to give your guy a shot. So a better ball is an underthrow where you go up and contest it. These long foul balls, they don't help anybody. So it's good coverage, but for who, for what? Why are we throwing this on the run? Why? Have some feel, set your feet, and throw it. Again, I mean, he could easily set his feet. Set your feet right there. On the run? Foul ball? It's just bizarre in-game decision-making. This isn't like, is he open, is he not open? This is just feel. Your boy 85 doing a really nice job chopping, securing the edge. He can hold down the edge, no doubt. But man, just set your feet. Give us a chance. Man. Next one, 3rd and 7. Another tough one for me with Bagent. Now, we're going to go through what I think the read is here, but there's no reason to go. There's no reason to bail. We don't need to make this kind of off-platform circus throw. We've got what I would consider multiple guys open. Again, look at 2's body language, y'all. And hey, I'm not attacking it. I'm just saying the film is the film. You can't fake that kind of reaction right there. Just kind of disgusted, walking around. I would be too. Now, what is this play? This play sure looks like they're trying to get the ball to Moore right here on this little short in. It's paired with a corner, which is a really nice route. He kind of nods him. He's open. With an over, he's open. Now, the part of this play that I don't love is that this in and this over are a little tight spacing-wise. But besides for that, open. Open. The pocket, the pass protection, really nice. No reason to go. Got to hang in there. Again, we don't have to know what the read is. And I'm not pretending to know what the read is. But if you're not going to throw that, which I totally understand, this wins. This wins. We got to throw it. We can't be bailing like this. Okay, and this is coming from a guy who played Division II football. I know what it's like. Hang in there. Hang. Wait, where you going, dog? The corner's open now. The over's open now. We're already bailing. The pocket is outstanding. The over and corner are still open. Instead, run around circus, and now our number one receiver is looking like that. It's tough, man. Again, just appreciate the pass protection. We complain about it a lot. I complain about it a lot. Where are we going? Hang. 19's coming open for sure. Just lay it out there outside the numbers. Instead, we're bailing. We're making circus throws, skipping rocks. Next one here. This is a rough one on a few different levels. I think Moore up top, the new number 2, should get the ball here on the out. Now, we'll talk about just the design of this thing. But again, this ends up being essentially a turn down, which ends up being a scramble, which ends up being a hold on the right guard, which then ends up being a penalty. Now, we're going to talk about exactly what the route is that your boy KO runs up top, but it's really hard to make sense of, I actually thought the game plan and the play calling was better than normal, but this route for me with the backup tight end, so you're in motion and you're running and you're essentially a moving pick. He's trying to get in the way of the corner. Also, for us to throw this like intermediate quick out. If that's the play, and I think it is, the ball has to be thrown here. It's open. So let me say that again. He's going in motion. He's the backup tight end, a backup tight end. He's running. He's not running a real route. You can see him put his landing gear down. He's trying to essentially block the outside defender from driving the quick out. And the quick out's going to be run by the new number 2. Boom. Okay, if you don't like that, I like it. I'd throw it. It's paired with an over, probably not there with this little return or loop. Got to get back to this. So to me here, there. Instead, we turn it down. We then go scramble. We then get a holding call on the right guard. And it's all backwards. It's all sideways. So again, watch the route from 18 up top. You don't see this in the league very often. Like, it's very high school Harry. Look at the route. you almost want to think he's like making sound effects up there. Like, trying to like scare him off. That's just not NFL football. You don't see that run anywhere else in the league. Okay? And then if it is going to do that, you got to throw it. You got to trust that 18 is going to do his job and throw it. 2's open, throw it. If that's not the case, flip your hips and get down here to the 19 on the return. It's there. Now we go bail. Now we get a penalty. Now we're behind the sticks. Damn. Again, for some reason, I didn't put the end zone in, but you can tell the right guard right here, hold right there. You can see the defensive lineman hands go up. Going to get called. Flag out. There it is. Penalty. Damn. Next one here, 2nd and 20. This is for all the screenshot warriors. We're going to get dagger down here off that little Miami motion. Again, these types of plays for me really just appreciate what Tyreek Hill brings to the Dolphins more than anything else. You're asking DJ Moore to essentially run like 100 yards here. So he's running in motion. Then he's going to run a deep in. And we're trying to rip it off play action. Now, I think Kirk did fell all over himself trying to apologize for this, saying that like Jalen Hurts could be the guy who could potentially throw this, or like a veteran guy would throw it. I'm not surprised that it doesn't get thrown. Again, for me, this is dagger. There's a clear post. Here's that in off the crazy motion. So all this running to run a deep in, usually paired with a shallow. Okay, now let me say this again. Every team talks about this play a little different. I think most often this is referred to as a clear post. It can be a bunch of different terms to say, hey, you got to clear this out for the dagger right behind you. I would say that I think most, is most the right word? Over 50%. I think many NFL quarterbacks would expect to see this thing pop and hit it. Now, it doesn't mean that you're going to see it every single time, and or that you should expect to see it. So don't be the cat that screenshots me his mailbox up. But I'm saying most guys you would hope would see this and throw it. Tyson Bagent doesn't. It's not the end of the world. You still win. But it's one of those things where I don't think you have to be Jalen Hurts or like a super veteran to make this throw. That's wide ass open, no doubt. You'd hope you see it. But the thing is, your eyes really aren't to this area of the field. Again, just explaining. Everyone sees this. Everyone sees the mailbox right here. The reality here is on this play, your eyes are really like right here because you're trying to anticipate, hopefully, question mark, this in. So you're looking for the second level defenders. Are they getting depth? Right? And right here, they are getting depth. So now you think, oh, great. Now I got to throw this on the shallow. So it's this high-low. You don't really think of the clear as a true option outside of 7-on-7 usually. So I'm not surprised that he misses it. I'm a little disappointed. You know, I'm not mad. I'm disappointed. Just a tough one. And it's honestly, this is kind of what this offense is. You'd almost be surprised if a quarterback in this offense saw something like that. They just haven't played like that. Next one here, 3rd and 5. What are we, 7 clips into this video? This is the first one I would classify as a good clip. Okay, this is a nice job from Bagent getting to his check down, Getting a completion on third down, usually a really good thing. Check down goes and gets you a first down. Outstanding job. I've been critical of the footwork in the past with Bagent as being so like jump around. Right here, he does a really nice job of keeping the base as he does his kind of movement where he's so on his toes, so kind of up and down. He doesn't like whatever's down here to the bottom. I'm not mad at him either. I don't think there's, I think maybe you could make the argument if you loved 85's route, you could put it on him right there, but that would be a tough throw. Like the decision to check it down, check out his base as he goes through the read. So no, little kickback, very nice, keeps his base and gets to the check down. The backside end's not there too. So he does a really nice job of going full field read to the check down. This looks like a pro polished NFL quarterback. Well done on third down and a first down. That's outstanding. Now, it can be my own preference that I think he can settle his feet even more. I thought he did a better job in this game. I didn't show every single drop back in the first half, but there were instances of less move around, less up and down. He looked a little bit more settled, and this is just a really nice rep of keeping his base, keeping his eyes down the field, not bailing, getting to the check down. Good things happen. First down. Let's go. Next one here, 3rd and 3. Now, normally I'm a big fan of taking shots on 3rd and 3, 3rd and medium, 3rd and short. But this to me felt like Bagent just said, F it, I'm going to throw it down there. I like the matchup pre-snap, I'm going to let it rip. Where I think the idea of that can be fine, but if you still have to see it post-snap, he's just chucking this up there. And Mooney does a nice job of playing DB, reverting back to high school right there. But there's nothing about this post-snap that says this is what we want, in my opinion. So we're running the go from right here. Now, first of all, the go release, this like slow ass jog and then go, it's not for me, dog. It's just not for me. In addition, the corner is outside because we're in a condensed formation. Again, not for me. When we go to throw this thing, the corner is over the top of this thing the whole way. It's never a good look. And of course, when you throw, when you do what I would consider just like, F it, we're going to throw this no matter what, your number one receiver, right underneath it is probably the number 2 running wide ass open on third down. So it stings that much more. So again, I thought this came up a few times in this game where he just predetermined, hey, I'm going to take a shot down the field. Maybe they're telling him to do that. I doubt it. You know, if I'm DJ Moore right there, I'm pissed. I mean, again, that to me is not a matchup we're looking for up top. Look at this. Look at the get off here. What are we doing? Chilling, never wins. Almost surprised that he gets thrown to him. Nice job playing DB there. And that is just a rough look. And again, you see 2 running right there. I mean, damn. That's as open as he's going to be all night. Look at him throw his hands up. Again, I'm not a huge fan of wide receiver antics, but I empathize with the frustration. Look at him running right towards his old team, wide ass open, when you're throwing jump balls to Mooney. Next one here, 4th and 3. This is probably my favorite throw play of the game for Bagent. He's going to work left to right, 1, 2, 3, all the way across the field, keep an amazing base, and rip a shot for a first down. This gets me fired up. This is a hell of a play because it's not going great right now. He's able to hang on that back foot and rip a shot down the field. It really is. I love the aggressiveness of going for it. I really like his Bagent's ability to process and get through this thing because this is not there. Up top, speed out, not there. Over, not there. All we got is this deep in. So he's got to hold that base. He's got to get through this whole thing. Left, no. Reset. Over, no. Reset. Again, keeping his base, ripping it down the field. 1, 2, 3. You can count to 3. You can play for me. Bagent rolling right here. I can't overstate. It has not gone good up until this point. And he makes this play on 4th down. Look at his base. It's outstanding. This is what he needs to capture. He's got to hold this type of play, this kind of patience, this kind of trust, this kind of processing, that kind of footwork. Because this is a big time play. This type of play allows you to be a backup for a long time in the league. You just have to do it a tick more consistently. This is a great throw. But again, wow, watch the up and down. Watch just the moving parts. The thing. You see how much just his hips and shoulders go up? It's so hard to be consistent throwing the ball like that. Now, he rips it right here, and that's a hell of a play. Good on you, Bagent. Next one here, 3rd and 7. This is a rough one for me. We're hot up top. I think the ball needs to go to DJ Moore on the glance. That's the only hot throw up top. He looks surprised. Again, we get away with kind of a jump sideways chuck. Could easily be a disaster. To me, this is an easy hot to the left. Not an easy hot. There's no easy hots in the league, but it's a clean hot. There's no like moving parts. There's no, crazy backfield motion. We can see the safety creeping down. And again, so what this play is, first let's draw up what the play is. Up here, this is a glance or a post with what looks like the back coming out trying to sell like he's running an option or a choice and then go. So it's a shot down the field. But the back never looks. So sometimes if you do this and it's hot, the back will like look. This will turn into like a rail potentially, or he could run a flat potentially, or you could throw the glance as a hot. And because none of that happens with the back, the only hot answer, in my opinion, and again, without being in their quarterback room, is right there. Okay, we saw Josh Dobbs rip a glance like that. Just got to the team a couple days before he did it. It's universal football, y'all. I'm not making this shit up. This is the hot throw on this play. You take 3 and you let it rip with anticipation. Okay, we just don't see anticipation in this offense. So again, I will pause it at the top and I will show you when you have to throw the glance. Safety's blitzing. He's unblocked. 1, 2, 3, throw. We haven't seen an anticipation throw like that ever with this offense. You can see it there. You just have to throw it. You can't, it won't magically show out there. Again, the back is not looking hot. So people, you could turn on this film and be like, hey, there's no hot answer. And you might be right. They might not talk about it. We're not in their quarterback room. I can just tell you across the league, most quarterbacks would say, yeah, I can take that glance hot right here. 1, 2, 3, throw. Now, it would be really nice if DJ Moore was running hard. In my opinion, he doesn't look like he's running hard. That's just me, though. Again, the body language right here, y'all, look at it. Look at 2. He's standing on the 3-yard line. Look at it. Boom. I get it. I don't love it, but I get it. I empathize with it. Now, again, could the snap be better? 100%. Could our left guard be a little bit better? For sure. But we can't just chuck up balls like this. That's bad football. Next one here, 1st and 10, speed out to the bottom. We get some anticipation. So he can do it. I love this drop. I love the pace of it, the rhythm of it. All his cleats are in the ground. We play with anticipation. We're throwing a speed out. Ball comes out right up on his face. It's outstanding. This is it. This is where we need to live. Watch the anticipation. Separate right there. Look at the route down here to the bottom. Just an intermediate speed out. Ball's halfway to him in the air. Free access. Beautiful throw right up on his face. So he can certainly do it. Okay? It's not a thing that he's incapable of doing it. He and they don't do it very often in this offense. So you're going to get free access to your number 1. Take advantage of it. Nice little 2-minute right before half. Let's go. Next one here, 3rd and 7. We're going to end up getting to the check down to your boy 85, chip and release. We can talk about the chip and release. It's a nice job by 85 getting a first down for us. But for me, I would want the ball to go to DJ Moore. It's there on time. There's no reason not to throw it. I'm not sure what else we would be looking for. We can still acknowledge the fact that, hey, it's great to get a first down. It is. But I'm telling you, when you get back into the quarterback room, when you watch this film, number 1 guy playing against his old team, 3rd and 7, running a free access spray curler hook. It's open. Throw it. Nothing about turning that down. You don't know that this little check chip is going to be there. It's also 3rd and 7. How can you not be upset for 2 here? This has got to be frustrating. And again, it's a good call. It's open. You got to throw it, dog. Throw it. What? Right? It's in the same line. I just don't understand it. Nothing about it makes sense. I'm glad it's a first down. We obviously win the game, but there's a lot, and I mean a lot, to learn from offensively. Furthermore, I don't necessarily know why Komet gets off the chip. It's one thing to chip and go. That's his block. Like, you very rarely do you chip and let the guy go free to the quarterback, right? Like, that's not how it's played very often. Now, again, you'd love your center to stay on his feet as well, but the interior of this line is an issue. It's just that's just the truth, man. I'm trying to avoid it in this video. It's not fun for me to point it out every other snap. Again, the thing I keep talking about with Bagent, with the whole popping up thing, is right there. So the top of his drop, he needs to live in this stance. Don't pop up like that. That's like moving a foot. That's more than you'll see anybody in the league move. In fact, show me somebody who pops up more than this. I dare you. It just doesn't happen. It's too many moving parts to be consistent driving the ball down the field. Nice job getting a first down. Good on you, but that ain't it. Halftime, you dig the channel and you haven't already, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, get the notifications. I really do appreciate you subscribing to the channel. It means a lot to me personally, so thank you for doing that. Again, the Quarterback School Patreon community, you know about it. Join, become a member, get even more Quarterback School content. We also have Quarterback School courses. Now, if you enjoy the way that I talk and teach ball, you will love the Quarterback School courses. We've got courses on my favorite football topics: RPOs, tempos, pass protection. The best-selling course is how to beat every coverage. We also have an entire offensive system available over there, so hop over there and enroll. We have a bunch of free resources available also linked in the video description. Finally, make sure to follow me across social media platforms. I appreciate your support. As for this video, let's get back to it. All right, next one here, 3rd and 8. We're going to take another shot, this time down here to the bottom of the screen. We're going to throw a never in history ball. Again, for me, you should know, I love the aggressiveness. I love taking a shot. I don't love predetermining we're going to take a shot. So we can say, hey, let's take a shot here. If we get the matchup we like, the coverage we like, he wins, all that. That's great. But you can't chuck it out of bounds. That's going to land outside the white. They got no chance for that to be a reception. Never in history ball. Now, your boy 85 can chip. Okay, check out that chip up top. Get out of the club. I love it so much, man. I love it so much. Thank you. Now, if you don't love to go to the bottom, watch this over coming across. Again, to me, it's just, I want to make sure I re-emphasize it, because you people are going to freak out and come out at me sideways, get all sensy. That go route, fine. Okay. When would you like it? Okay. You would like it probably versus press. You would like it, if you feel like this is just like, a dude, like the mouse in the house type of situation where you can just like blow by him. But if he stays over the top at all, just get off of it. And we don't even have to know what the read is. I can tell you what the read is, probably 1 to 2 to 3 on the end. And guess what? We're just not, we're predetermining stuff. Okay. We're predetermining stuff. This is not my favorite thing to do on the screen. It's not. But at some point, you have to say, hey, dog, don't just chuck it up there. Again, you can see the over working down. I mean, it's frustrating, man. I feel bad for the coaches. Like they're not the ones making the decisions to chuck that thing out of bounds. And I get it. It hurts less when you win. Okay, but you still have to take this film, internalize it, and get better. Now, I don't know if 85 can get better at chipping. That's as good as it gets. Boom. Then 58 does a nice job re-engaging inside. This is great pass protection. This deserves a completion, not a never in history ball. Next one here, 1st and goal from the 4. We're going to miss what I'm going to call this little under to Mooney down here, the number 1. Ball's behind him. I don't love the route. I love this call. I love this concept. I love a little PRO. So to me, this is a whatever RPO if you want to do it. We're going to run what I'm going to call this little under right here. So this little glorified kind of like over the top. And then normally, I would say you'd want this route to be a little bit more sell the fade. So you want this guy's terrified of slant and fade. So sell the go and then come under. Don't just kind of like walk through like blah, blah. Okay. Now, even though you blah, blah that thing, the throw is not good enough. Okay. The throw is behind us. It should be a touchdown. This is a touchdown. And we're missing touchdowns. This is a touchdown pass. So it's just one of those things where, yeah, I don't love the route, but the route's good enough. Whatever, one step and go. I would prefer something more. I'd also probably prefer more in that spot, but that's just me. I want to keep running him on these rubs, whatever. It should be a touchdown, though. The film is the film. It's a great call. I like the RPOs down here. You can see the run action up front. You can see the combos. They're moving people. You like the matchup, throw it. I personally think you probably don't need to do a wreck fadeaway here on the throw, but you got to give your guy a chance. Next one here, 3rd and 8. We get a penalty down here called on DJ Moore on like a pick. It's total bullshit call. Like I very rarely come sideways at refs. I really don't care who wins these games. This is a terrible call. Okay, let me walk through why it's such a terrible call. You don't pick someone to go the way that they're faking. Now, I know the ref probably doesn't know this. He just sees the bizarre contact down the field. I get it. It's not easy to be a ref, so don't get all sensy. If you are a ref, I appreciate how hard of the job it is, and nobody wants to do it. But come on now. This is a terrible call. We're going to come up, and he's running an out. So this ref calls a penalty thinking that DJ Moore is coming in to pick this guy right here for that the slot is going to come out and run an out. But that's not the route. He's running that return. So he's going out, faking the out, and then coming back underneath. The same play that we hit for the game-sealing 3rd down later in the game. So it nothing about going in would want you to pick the defender. We want him going out. We're not trying to pick him. It's bad refereeing, man. Getting exposed here on film. This is just poor. This is not on DJ Moore. You're not trying to get a rub there. Again, you wouldn't rub the guy from going out. You want him to go out. It's a nice job from Bagent. Just an unfortunate call. Really kind of a call representative of the entire offensive performance on both sides of the ball for this game. Just frustrating. Even when you get something good, you get a bad call to take away a wide open, easy 1st down. Damn. Next one here, 3rd and 6. Man, this was a beautiful call. Screen down here to the bottom. I'm used to calling this drive screen. This is set up so perfectly, and I would bet so much money that the right guard is in the wrong here. He's got to get up to whoever has the back. Now, again, I think how you teach these things really matter, and I'm going to get into the weeds here because this should be a massive play. This is a great call. So what is this play? This is just flow screen. So he's starting on this side. He's going to come across and run halfback screen this way. Okay, now that would be one thing. But the reason I love it and the reason I call it drive screen or flanker screen is the flanker or the Z here is running the drive with a basic. So everybody's going this way and then we screen out the other way. Now, what I used to tell offensive linemen all the time, the hardest part on the screen game is realizing who's got the back if it's a backfield screen. These guys, when they get up here, not only do they have to block the pass protection for whatever count the screen is, say it's a 2-count screen, so you have to go 1,000, 2,000, then you're out. But they need to identify who they think has the back, not just man-to-man, but in a zone. So if the zone's over here, who's the player that's in this zone? That's who we need to block first. And almost universally on these backfield screens, the interior linemen are the first ones out. Now, every team has different rules when you get out here. So some will say like, oh, you've got the track, you've got the alley, you've got the peel. Okay, all that stuff is great in a clinic. But I think the best ways to do this is to say that the first guy out has who the most dangerous. So he's got whoever they think has the back. The second guy out has what I'm used to calling the alley or the track, whatever you want to call it. And then the third guy out, if you're fortunate enough to be a third guy, he's got the peel. So he goes back and hits any of the defensive linemen that decide to fall back and kind of track their path. So let me say that again. The first guy out, block whoever's got the back, the most dangerous. Second guy out, go help him. The third guy out, you've got the peel. You want to peel back and get the defensive lineman. So right here, nobody blocks this guy. This thing is made to order. Made to order. And I think the right guard needs to get out as well. But that's just me. Maybe they run it totally different. Maybe I'm off my rocker. But watch the center. The center looks like he's doing a peel. He's the first guy out. You don't need a peel on first guy out. You got to get the guy who's got the fucking back, man. Look at this thing. This thing might score down here to the bottom. I mean, it's got a chance to be a big play. Definitely a first down. Look at the back. He's pissed. I'd be furious. So, in my opinion, the right guard's got to get out. He gets caught in the stunt. A little TT. The center, for some reason, is in peel. He's looking backwards. Both the offensive linemen are looking backwards. What is the center and the left guard looking at? Just block 40. Block him, block him, block him, block him. Oh my God. It's just, it's the nicest way I can put it is it's just not good enough. It's just not good enough. Made to order, can't execute, punt. Last one here, 3rd and 7. A very good play in this game, probably my second favorite play. We're going to hit that looper return by the slot. Great job from Bagent sealing this game. This was kind of a gutsy call in my opinion. Get it? Gutsy. You're welcome. We're here for the jokes, guys. This is a long one. Damn. Really nice job from Bagent right here sealing this thing. I thought it was a great job. This is the exact play that they called more on the pick earlier. So we're going to come up here. He's running the out, the burst out. Here's that little looper return. Watch the DB in the slot. So he's going to anticipate that out, overreact, and guess what? It's wide open back on the return. Just hilarious that they got called for a penalty on this before. Just I'm still recovering from it. Great job right here. Excellent base from Bagent. Nice patience. Great read. Nice job seeing it. This is a hell of a way to close it out. It was not pretty. Not anything about it was easy all game. But they find a way to win. Great story. Big time victory. Nice. So that is a wrap. Tyson, Bagent, the Bears finding a way to win. Y'all, the film is not pretty. Okay, that doesn't take away from the fact that it is awesome for an undrafted Division II guy to go in there and get another win this year for this organization. It doesn't take away from that. It can be both. Okay, so you're going to have to let that sink in. Okay, the film is not good. It doesn't mean that Tyson Bagent can't get better, that this offensive unit can't improve. I think and I'm hopeful that all of that will happen. But right now, there are a lot of mistakes. As to be expected, if we're being honest. Probably nobody you know is pulling for Division II quarterbacks more than I am. Okay, that's just I am a former Division II quarterback. I know exactly the transition from Division II to the league. Now, granted, it was a long-ass time ago. But I can tell you, it's not easy. I could not imagine having to play my rookie year. I think it is crazy impressive that he's been able to go out there and get multiple wins this year. That is awesome. And when you turn on the film, okay, there's a lot that needs to improve and a lot that needs to improve pretty quickly because the reality of this league is that it's not for long for many people. And they are going to try to upgrade the backup position if performances like this continue. Okay, so that's the cold, hard truth in my opinion. That's from living it, anecdotal experience. This kind of performance, it's great to win. It is better to win than to lose. Winning in this league is crazy hard. Celebrate all of that. And the second that you watch this film as a player, you realize, oh, we've got to get a lot better. I have to get a lot better fast if this wants to continue. So let me know what you think. Thank you so much for hanging to the end. I will see you next time. Have a good one.